at 50-50, then it makes it even more difficult to deal with. Looks like we are going to be going straight into this match now. Looks like imstilldadaddy's decided to go with Raiden in a very surprise pick from him. Very surprising. Thunder God, no doubt, as well. Looks like imstilldadaddy has his microphone plugged in also. But I mean, yeah, so this, as we saw here, this is going to be the combo damage that he gets access to. From full screen, he gets access to those, the overhead dive kick and the low grab. As we saw there, imstilldaddy actually using the Superman dive on reaction to it. This is going to be a full combo in the corner. That's going to be a lovely conversion. Oh, wake up into minion. Very unorthodox, but seemed to work out for him. There we go, Mitsuownes really putting in this token Scorpion pressure, really showing some good execution. Goes in the restand. Ooh, does guess wrong on the 50-50, but has a break to really save himself. Always something you really have to respect. If you've got a Vortex character, if they have a breaker, you will see some real risky play. Oh, wake-ups all over the place, but both players getting hit by them. And that's an interesting read on the Superman, but unfortunately doesn't quite pay out for him. But as we saw there, just a lot of things that Inferno Scorpion has, or Scorpion across all variations, are these 50-50 situations. And contrary to having a lot of characters having it in the corner, he gets it basically everywhere, especially after a teleport lands. Well, Mitsuownes does teleport his way out of the corner. I mean, something you have to do, because if Raiden gets you in the corner and you're blocking, he's got 50-50s, but his do 50% damage and yours don't. That's going to be a nice conversion into that restanding situation where he does get the free mix-up. Gets tagged, again, that's an overhead. It gets a nice read on that wake-up, doesn't, again, pay out for him. This can be a full conversion into a spear, which is no doubt going to restand him once again. And, oh, he does nothing. Delayed grab. Very interesting stuff. Well, it's a very good go-to option, especially when Hellfire Scorpion... Oh! Oh, and we have a... Mitsuownes with a disrespect. We have some disrespect here from Scorpion. Oh, blimey. And the fatality, okay. Probably the most disrespect we've seen so far, I imagine. I don't think that's arguable, to be honest. I don't think imstilldaddy's going to take it. I think he might... We've not seen him use Raiden before. I don't know whether he was testing the waters with Raiden or whether he's going to go back and change Problem characters. Is, right, and this could very well happen. It might not, but it could. imstilldaddy has been playing fighting games for a long time. And if he's trying to rile him up by doing this, by showing that disrespect, it's not going to happen, realistically. So if this then turns around and imstilldaddy wins this, that's just something that you've then got to hold, really. I suppose. Exactly. To the viewers at home. I respect that. I respect the confidence. Hey, man's confident. It pays off. Man's confident. He's good to go. But we are going to see he's gone back to character select. He's sticking with Raiden again by the looks of things. I mean, as I said, I think it's going to be a matter of if you keep changing character after character after character, it's hard to adapt to a certain character, because if you stick to one fighter and you're struggling with a matchup or whatever, if you stick with a character, it's easier to learn what you can and can't do, rather than if you change character, then that thought process has been completely refreshed from the beginning once again. Oh, it's like we said last time, I mean, character loyalty shows a lot. I mean, Foxy Grandpa with his Kung Lao Nivek, with his Raiden, we saw a lot of strong play there. And Mitsuownes, I've only ever seen play Scorpion, so he's put a lot of time into this character, but he does lose first hit. Worth observing, actually. Mitsuownes has changed variation. He's no longer in Inferno. I'm not sure if that is allowed to do, but he seems to have changed his variation after winning. But we'll see, I mean, he now doesn't have the minion zoning, he does have these swords instead, but it's really not working out for him as he quite... Oh no, will he get the comeback? Will he get the comeback here? It's going to be much harder for him to make that comeback, because he's more sort of, I don't want to say honest as such, but he gets less true mix-ups off a lot of his touches. Ninjutsu gives him much better buttons, the forward 2 and the back 2 being very notable attacks. Unfortunately, he does kind of drop his combo as well. But we're going to see imstilldaddy in the corner and handle this situation right now. That's going to be a full combo. Unfortunately, not hit confirmed. That normally can be hit confirmed into a teleport into a full combo. Oh, managed to get the jump confirmed. Oh, he drops the follow-up, unfortunately. I mean, something that Ninjutsu doesn't have over Inferno is the combo damage. It will still hurt, just nowhere near as much. Oh, the whiffed uppercut. That is normally full combo with punishable, but unfortunately imstilldaddy does not catch it. Interesting break, though. He's now finding himself with no meter, and he's on a massive life deficit that will take round 2. Mitsuownes with a full bar of X-ray to spend on what he wants. imstilldaddy's going to really adjust here. It's going to be quite tricky now. It will be quite tricky. We don't really see imstilldaddy going for many of those 50-50s either. He's not doing a lot of the overhead string. He's not really going for the low. He's just kind of, in this neutral state, he seems to just be letting Mitsuownes just kind of get away with a lot of stuff, I suppose. There comes that. That's normally, as far as I'm aware, that is also punishable by Superman dive. I think there's a lot of sort of character unfamiliarity here from imstilldaddy right now. Go into the armor, will he be able to convert? He converts into 33% damage, that's not too bad. Does Scout wake up teleport, goes to the environment interaction use, interesting use. I mean, that could have been a full combo punish, I'm not sure if that was an error. That's going to be an unfortunate point blank dive, I'm not sure if that was intentional, but that will be a full combo punish. Will he be able to take enough to win the round though? It looks like he might, and there we go. That's just enough. 2-0 to Mitsuownes. I mean, I'm not sure. He has changed variation. which is an interesting decision after winning. Well, it still worked with him. It did work for him. I mean, we saw a lot of damage, I mean, he wasn't really doing any raw minion grabs or dive kicks in the other variations, so he was only really using them to extend his combo damage. So I guess at the neutral, he doesn't really need what he gets in Inferno, and he decided to go with Ninjutsu. I think one of the crucial things here is that a lot of stuff that Scorpion does, I mean, apologies if I'm incorrect here, but as far as I am aware, a lot of stuff that Scorpion does on block is punishable by the Superman dive from that mid-screen distance. So if Scorpion does a spear on block from that range, I'm fairly certain Raiden at that jump distance can block it and punish it with a Superman dive. Superman dive has crazy corner carry, and the corner is where Thunder God Raiden wants to be. But Scorpion is hard to pin down, and his Meteor Burn teleport will get him out of quite a lot of stuff, especially if he has the option to cancel it as well. So Scorpion's really hard to pin in place, but if you do, Raiden's got the damage to really kick that into him to make sure that he doesn't really make the comeback, I suppose. But Mitsuownes is now 2-0 up. He's now 2-0 up right now over imstilldadaddy, so we'll see if he can make the adjustment. I believe he's gone with Raiden again, so we'll see if this decision will really be able to sort of stick with him. So we're going into the next match right now. He has gone back to Inferno, which is obviously the variation he used in the very first match. And he gets tagged by a teleport almost immediately. And as we saw before, this will go straight into Vortex. Unfortunately, blocks low, and that is, as we mentioned here, the Vortex is a situation where you're put into a hit, and you have to guess what comes next. With Scorpion, that's throw high or low. So very dangerous. Oh wow, hit confirms the environment interaction again. imstilldadaddy seems to really like using those environments. Maybe he's just trying to save meter, but you've got to make sure you're getting as much damage as you can with every touch. Again, confirms into the... Yep, the launcher, but does get broken for it after using the meter. Here comes that dive kick. It's very hard to jump. That should be a full combo punish. Unfortunately, he does drop the punish. That is such a costly combo drop from him. Hopefully, he can keep it together, but right now, Mitsuownes is just doing extremely well throughout all three of these matches, and that's going to chip him out. Yeah, he knew the chip was there. Mitsuownes, very smart play right now. He knows this character. He's showing a lot of confidence with Scorpion, and it's really paying off for him. Gets the overhead dive. A lot of overheads for Mitsuownes right now, but imstilldadaddy is blocking them all. But thing is, when you block this much, that really open up the low option for the opponent. Does get the launcher again. How much will he confirm? Another 33%, just like before. It doesn't really wake up teleport. That was an interesting pressure there. Again, much like Meteor Burn spin with Kung Lao, like the Meteor Burn teleport and wake up is something that you might have to respect against Scorpion. But again, here comes that Vortex. Blocks ready. Oh, he blocks correctly, but unfortunately gets tagged by the spear before he has a chance to punish it. Uses the armored Superman to really get out of the situation. Oh wow, the tracking does get him behind him, and he gets hit by the low. Might close this game out if he catches that low minion. Is pretty important because he can stack it with the spear, and that will take it 3-0. Very good stuff from Mitsuownes, very good stuff. Again, we know he's been playing a lot of Scorpion. He's been playing a lot of Scorpion, and it shows when you get matches like that, and you get sets. I mean, that was 3-0. Well played to imstilldadaddy as well. Mitsuownes just with that really strong play. Hard to deal with. It was interesting seeing imstilldadaddy go with Raiden, because neither of us have really seen him play that character. I've never seen him play Raiden before. I was very surprised. We very much knew this